so far, Hermevez, this was a definite step up on what he's done. He's only had the 9 runs. He's won a couple of them. It looks as if he's taken his time to get his form this season. It could well be that the very soft ground that day really suited him, but that was way and above anything else he's done so far this year.
Yeah, I like this horse. He's gone up 3 kilos for that. Antoine Hamelin takes the ride, and Antoine's been doing really well in France since leaving Hong Kong. I think that experience of Shatin and Happy Valley has stood him in good stead for his return to his home country. So he's one I like in the race. And to talk more about that race and Rastrolari, who finished behind him, Fanny's with Josephine Soudan.
Yes. Josephine Soudan trains number 9 Rastrolari, and she has brought a special good luck charm with her.
Yeah, he's my godson. Yeah, so Alphonse.
Godson and nephew. Now tell us about Rastrolari.
He's a very kind horse. Did everything well. He tried all the time very well. I think the ground will be nice for him. We have a good draw. The only thing is 3 years old against old horses, so that's pretty hard, but he's in good shape, so that's nice to try today.
Perfect. Wish you all the best. Catherine, earlier on set, was talking about Hong Kong, and I remember meeting you in Hong Kong a few years back.
Yeah, a few years, not too long. No, that was very nice. That was very, very funny day anyway.
Well, all the best.
Yeah, thanks, Fanny. Bye-bye.
Au revoir, Alphonse.
And yeah, just looking at these pictures of Hermevez, real negative, taking a very, very keen hold with Antoine Hamelin on the way down. It's not going to do any good to his chances.
No, that is the jockey's worst nightmare, trying to get down to the start and keeping you settled, which the horse ahead of him is doing. But even though he's got the red hood on, he is fighting it and he wants to go down quicker. So that's just a bit of a negative. But a lot of these horses looking lovely. I thought, as they are, this was the hardest race of the day, this handicap. The last race is a good, decent handicap, but this felt to me pretty open. And not knowing the handicapping form as well as you do, Catherine, I sort of struggled a little bit. But there are a fair few of them that seem to be sort of reopposing, have been facing each other throughout the summer from Deauville as well. Maybe return to Longchamp with a bit of softer ground is a bit of a help, because it has been very quick in Deauville this summer. Yeah,
absolutely. Often in Deauville we get a lot of rain. It's in Normandy, but this year it was pretty much the sunshine throughout the August meeting. So yeah, we're trying to return to the soft ground form, but then the horse is still in good form, so it is really, really tricky. The one I've picked out is Omicron, a 5-year-old mare trained by Pierre Grual, who also has the connections with the Aga Khan studs, because he used to be the manager of the Aga Khan studs stable, which were in the responsibility of Alain Duroy-Dupré. But since Alain Duroy-Dupré has retired, Pierre Grual has taken out his own trainer's license, and is very good with this type of horse. Omicron was a course and distance winner in a Class 2 conditions race on Bastille Day, and then wasn't beaten far actually last time when finishing 8th at Deauville over 6. A winner here over 1,300 metres last year, so the form at Longchamp can be important, and a good draw. So lots of positives in my mind for Omicron, who's at 12-1 currently.
But as you were saying, these horses are on speaking terms, because they do face off on a regular basis against each other. The one I quite like is Lanaken, number 7, who was placed in the race 2 years ago, finished 3rd 2 years ago, is closely matched with Reverse, so there was only a head between them when they met at Deauville. And Lanaken's been pretty consistent, hasn't been out of the first 2 in its last 3 starts, had a bit of a break as well between May and July. Won at Saint-Cloud on soft ground in July, but yeah, these
an
forms.
8-time winner in total for Lanaken, so real consistent.
Yeah, but you're talking about Skylight, Brochard. It's got that form with Torres Sambert. It's got form with Reverse. So that's just the nature of the race. They just keep on running against each other and beating each other.
Yeah, exactly. A good few of these I did quite like. 11 in shot there. Bolano looked a smart 3-year-old in the early part of last year. He's not quite lined up to that in return from a long break this summer to re-find his form. The 4th here last time was more encouraging.
Lots of money on him though.
Really interesting. I suppose he's still just got to live up to those expectations he's shown. He was more encouraging last time, but he didn't show as much of a turn of foot as some of the others in behind him, which includes my selection, number 12, Torti Sambert, who I think if I might not be pronouncing that right, but I'll say it my best. Torti Sambert, my best French accent, who I thought had no luck in running behind Chaldero last time, was flying late on and put up a really eye-catching run back from a break. He has run several nice races here. I think that the trip and the conditions should be okay. He's a reliable sort and he's drawn well too. But look, the first three in the market, when I was writing these notes, came from the same race behind Chaldero, and the 7th and 15th were also in that race. So it looks to be pretty strong form, and let's see if it can hold up.
Yeah, because the Chaldero, who's not here today, but he's a real solid performer. He's kind of strung on the wins in this kind of Cante handicap form this season. So, yeah, a real good yardstick, the horse that won those races. And yeah, you can imagine that some of them will come out. And yeah, Torti Sambert, stall number 1 for Stéphane Pasquier. He's known as kind of the Cante king in France. The Cante, these big field handicaps that get all the media focus in France. And Stéphane Pasquier is the winning most jockey of those races. He loves kind of the hurly-burly of them. And so that's a positive for him. But I'm interested by this all this money on Belano. It was at 6-1 when the PMU opened a while ago, and now down into 3-1. So a big market move in France for Belano. Michael Barcelona and this Charles Mosse horse, as you said, looked good. Hasn't quite put everything forward, but to the close-up shots we saw of him as he was going down, he looked very, very well, Michael Barcelona. He'll be riding with confidence after his arc. And Stéphane Pasquier there, Belano, also well drawn, obviously, in stall number 2.
Belano didn't see the racecourse until August.
Yeah, so he could just be being primed for today.
Yeah.
So.
Interesting, Gerard Mosse having him. I know that he was it's a new acquisition to his team, I think it says. So an interesting type for him to have, and obviously they thought, and he was thought highly enough to be running in serious races last year. So he's a horse that I think just still needs to prove that the worth that they must have held him in as a 3-year-old.
Okay, so they are loading. Big crowd here still at Parislongchamp in this slightly autumnal evening, but the sky is still blue. They continue to load. I'm with Omicron.
I'll go for Lanneken, number 7.
Lanneken.
Torti Sambert in my best French.
Okay, and Ian, I know you've been studying this form. Who are you with before you call them home?
Oh, I'm with Belano.
Oh,
This is earmarked, if you ask me, this has been earmarked for day for quite some time. And a lot of other people seem to think so as well. 3.9 from 7.2 now. One of the there he is, one from the camera. Michael Barcelona. Green jacket, red stars and white cap. Right in the background was Edja Tedja going forward into the stalls. Felix's arm is still to go. There is Skylark Brochard, blindfolded, purple and yellow jacket with the cheek pieces on to take his position. There in the diamonds is Lanneken. The red sash on green is Felix's arm in the background. So the final few of them coming forward to take their places. Is Felix the last one? No. Leparduccio, yellow with the orange sleeves, is going to be the last of them in. Same course and distance as last race, 1,400 metres, 18, and they're away. Very quickly, almost bursting out, was the Medras, one from the right. Skylark Brochard, purple and yellow, and Belano in green are fast away. Torti Sambert is up there. Hemevez was very keen to post, is going to lead him. Lanneken is with this, Leparduccio with the orange sleeves. Medras nearest the camera, then the light blue of Rock Boy. Behind this is Leith, Edgia Tegia, and then comes Reverso. Losing ground is Torti Sambert towards the rail, where it's followed by Prince au Bois. Omicron is further back in the field to Rastrelaire, and then comes Reverso. Major Oak in the pink and yellow is with Felix Ozorn towards the rear, and Hay Beckley in red is just about the back marker. Long run down the straight. Lanneken leads them. Leparduccio, orange sleeves in second place on the right. Between the pair is Hemevez. And then Rock Boy with the noseband trying to get into it to Skylark Brochard. Belano's in behind these, and then the white making some progress with Omicron now and Major Oak as well. They've gone fast in this. They're going to walk home a little bit. At the moment, it's Tortin Samba showing in front of Prince Aubois, who's come through in the grey jacket. And here's Belano now. Barcelona launches this late. Oh, it's going to win. Belano by 2 lengths or so as they come to the line. For Gerard Mosse, the trainer wins. Second position is Prince Aubois. It's a close run thing behind those for third and fourth positions. But Belano, heavily backed favourite, and I suspect laid out for this, has rewarded. Wins to Prince Aubois in second. Tortin Samba nearest to us. Omicron in the green and black stripes, a little bit hidden, and they are clear from Laniken back in fourth place. So it is the well-backed favourite, 11, Belano.
The gamble of the race scores for Michael Barcelona, a double on the day for him, and for trainer Gerald Mosse making his mark on a big day. And let's have a look for the final stages.
Well, he waited for the seas to part there at the 500-metre marker, but was always travelling. Michael Barcelona was travelling sweetly with him. He just had to make a little bit of space for himself, switch to the inside with about 300 to go. Yeah, he saw the gap, and that was it. Form an orderly cue. Gamble landed.
Yeah.
Beautiful, isn't it? Beautiful.
Yeah, and probably could be marked up because he was sort of waiting and switching, and he's won really handsomely regardless. But as you say, Darren, he was always in the prime spot. And yeah, Michael Barcelona, nothing like a Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe to come into this with riding with that bit of level of confidence.
Formidable team, Mosse and Barcelona.
Two legends.
Yeah, certainly. They've won some big races amongst them. Both of them now Arc winners after today, and Gerald Mosse, a first winner on Arc card. It's not a Group 1, but it's a big day to be winning a race. It's being beamed around the world, and looks like it's been a plan well executed, well laid out and well executed with Belano. He's got a good rating of 41. So you know these are good horses. These are horses that would look very much at their place in listed or even Group 2, Group 3 company. And Belano, they may well have more plans for him now that they've got this handicap delivered, done, dusted and delivered on Arc Day. But a good win for him. 11, 18, 12. And 4 finally, so the photo for third place is in favour of Tortin Samba, and Omicron in fourth.
But this is obviously
hard held.
This has obviously been a plan for some time. Just looking back now, the horse ran in December in listed company, and then that was it. We didn't see him until August at Dieppe.